Hello and welcome everyone to the 20th video lecture of Quantitative Techniques Semester 3 Module number 1. In today's video lecture we are going to continue where we left off in the previous video lecture, that is Introduction to Regression. In today's video lecture we shall see about what is the difference between the regression and correlation, and also we shall take some more concepts of regression before beginning with the numerical part. So let us begin today's lecture. As we already know that regression is determining the unknown value of a variable from the known value of another variable. So in the regression analysis what happens is the independent variable, we have two types of variables. One is known as the independent variable and other one is the dependent variable. So in the regression analysis what happens is the independent variable which is there is known as the regressor or the explanator, whereas what happens is the dependent variable that is there is known as the regressed variable or the explained variable. So remember, independent variable is known as the regressor or the explanator that explains the regression, whereas the dependent variable is known as the regressed or explained variable. Also note that for solving problems what we are assuming is, as I've already told you, that we are assuming linear relationship between variables. There may not be a linear association between the variables in actual practice, but for solving problems for your syllabus purpose we are assuming only linear relationship between variables, that is both independent as well as dependent variable, whether it is x on y or y on x. So I will just see what are those x on y and y on x once more in today's video. That is known as the line of regression. So what is this line of regression? The line of regression, that is the line obtained by joining the points in a scatter diagram, is known as the line of regression. We have seen scatter diagram in my previous video lecture when we are studying correlation. We have this kind of scatter points at various locations. Then we draw a line which fits well. So this line is known as the regression lines, which explains or regresses one variable to other variable, that is which explains, or with this line or through this relationship which is considered to be linear, we are trying to find out the value of an unknown variable using the value of a known variable. So what are these two types of lines? As we have seen in our previous class, there are two lines. One is known as x on y, that is x is dependent on y. This is the line, that is if x is dependent on y, it is known as x on y. Here I have written here. Okay, so x is dependent on y, x on y, x minus x bar equal to bxy into y minus y bar. Here x comes before y always, x is dependent on y, so x minus x bar comes then equal to then something multiplied by y minus y bar. So this is how you have to remember, x minus x bar comes first equal to something multiplied by y minus y bar. X minus x bar is coming before y minus y bar. Similarly, what is that something that we are multiplying by? A regression coefficient, that is bxy. Here also x is coming before y, if you see here. So this is nothing but regression equation of x on y, where x and y are dependent variables. Now what about the next equation, that is y is dependent on x. Now y is dependent on x means y comes first, so y minus y bar comes first equal to something multiplied by x minus x bar. Okay, so what is that something? Y is coming before x. What does it signify? That it signifies that the regression equation of y on x, that is y is dependent on x. In simple terms is, if x is dependent on y, we call that line as x on y, and if y is dependent on x, we call it as y on x. If it is y on x, then we write all y variables first and then x variables. If it is x on y, we write x variables first and y variables next. Similarly, we have regression coefficients also different for both the equations, that is bxy is for x on y and byx is for y on x line. So this is how we calculate this. And what is this value of bxy and byx? How can we calculate it? Where bxy and byx are regression coefficients. bxy, very simple equation I have given here. bxy is nothing but this, that is bxy is equals to r multiplied by sigma x upon sigma y, where r is nothing but the coefficient correlation between x and y. Now you may ask me one thing, that is whether it is coefficient of x on y or y on x. Now in coefficient, remember, there is nothing like x on y or y on x. That is the specialty about correlation. So in correlation, whether you find it x or correlation between x on y, x and y, or correlation between y and x, it is one and the same. So rxy is literally equal to ryx. So we just write it as r. There is nothing different between x on y and y on x, just like regression. In coefficient, it is one and the same. So we just write it as r, whether it is Karl Pearson's coefficient or whether it is Spearman's rank correlation. So bxy is equals to r multiplied by, because this is x on y, this is sigma x upon sigma y. Here also you can see here very clearly that it is written as x on y, right? X on y, x is upon y. So r multiplied by sigma x upon sigma y, where sigma x is the standard deviation of x and sigma y is the standard deviation of y. It is equal to n into summation xy minus summation x into summation y, the whole divided by n into summation y square minus summation y the whole square. Now this formula is also similar to your Karl Pearson's coefficient formula. Only thing is the denominator, we do not have root sign here, and also we do not have this xy or anything like that. Now just see here, the numerator which is there, n into summation xy minus summation x into summation y, this remains the same for whether it is x on y or y on x, whereas only the denominator changes, because here x on y it is, so denominator is n into summation y square minus summation y the whole square. If you want to convert this into byx formula, how to remember this byx formula is, see here, byx formula is written here. So what is byx? Byx is nothing but r multiplied by sigma y upon sigma x now, because it is y on x, y is on x. So this way you can think y is on x, and that is why we have sigma y on upon sigma x. So which is equals to, as I have said, numerator remains the same, n into summation xy minus summation x into summation y. You can note down the numerator is same for both, whether it is bxy or byx, the whole divided by, only the denominator now changes, where it is because it was upon y, here it is n into summation y square minus summation y the whole square. Here it becomes n into summation x square minus summation x the whole square. So this is how it takes the form bxy and byx. You have to know these formulas, because these formulas are very important when you are solving the problems. Where r is coefficient correlation, sigma x is standard deviation of x, sigma y is standard deviation of y, and r, if you want one more relation, in previous class we have seen properties of coefficient of correlation or regression lines. R is equals to plus or minus square root of bxy into byx, that is, it is geometric mean of both the coefficient of regression, that is regression coefficients. So this is how your this pans out. So what are the properties of regression lines? Now we know that regression lines are there. Now what are the properties of regression lines? Remember, two regression lines do not intersect at x bar and y bar. That is two regression lines. If you have two regression lines, that is x on y and y on x, they intersect at a point, that is they cross at a point. Which is that point? That point is x bar comma y bar, that is mean of x and mean of y. Now remember this, if they have given you two regression equations, say 5x plus 2y equal to 7 and 7x minus 3y equal to 10. So these are the two equations suppose. Then how can you find out what is the point where they intersect each other? So this can be found out by solving both the equations. In high school you might have learned the method of solving two linear equations. So that such kind of method you have to apply to find out the point, that is x bar and y bar. Now next one, if the variables are positively correlated, now suppose if there is a correlation and that is positive correlation, then the regression line have positive slope, that is it will be an increasing line this way. The regression line will be this way if both the variables are positive, have positive correlation. If the variables have negative correlation, then the regression lines have negative slope, that is the regression line will be like this, going downwards. So that is one more property. The third property says that if there is perfect correlation, the regression line coincides, that is both the regression line will be identical, whether it is x on y or y on x, then there will be only one line. Actually there will be only one line. Why? Because both are overlapping each other, both are coinciding. So you will not find any difference between x on y line and y on x line. They both will literally be one and the same. If the correlation does not exist, if there is no correlation, that is if r equal to 0, then the two equations are perfectly perpendicular to each other, that is the angle at which they intersect each other is 90 degrees. So that is, these are four more main important properties of regression lines, remember, or regression equations. Next we'll move towards the last part of today's lecture, that is difference between correlation and regression. Now what is the difference between correlation and regression? Correlation is the study of the degree of relationship between two or more variables. We know that correlation studies a relationship or associationship between two or more variables. Now what about regression? Regression is the method of estimation of unknown value of a variable with the help of known values of other variables. So if you know the values of y, you can find out the value of x. This process is known as a regression. Or if you know all the values of x, you can find out a particular value of y. So this is provided both are correlated, then only you can find out. So this is known as regression. Second point says that correlation need not imply cause and effect relationship between variables under study. See, if you have two variables under study and there is a correlation between them, it does not mean that this is a cause and this is an effect of it. So causation or cause and effect relationship which exists between variables cannot be justified only on the basis that they are correlated. Whereas on the other hand, regression analysis clearly indicates that the cause and effect relationship exists between both the variables. There is cause and effect relationship. Now the third point says that the correlation, this is the third point, the correlation coefficients rxy and ryx, just like what I told you earlier, that there are no two different rxy and ryx. That is why both are one and the same. Rxy equal to ryx. There is no so that is correlation between, if you are finding correlation between x and y and correlation between y and x, this is one and the same. There is no difference between correlation between x and y and correlation between y and x. On the other hand, if you are talking about regression, yes, there is a huge difference between x and y and y and x. The regression coefficients bxy and byx are not equal, they are different. They may be equal sometimes in certain cases, but if it is not the thing, that is if they are not perfectly correlated, then it is absolutely different. bxy and byx are different. Okay, that is a regression between y and x, and regression of variables or that is regression coefficient y on x and x on y are two different things. Then the fourth point, correlation coefficient is independent of scale in origin and scale, a change in origin and scale. We have seen problems on this. We have changed the origin and scale of a problem and we have solved it, and we have seen that the correlation coefficient is independent of change in origin and scale. But when it comes to regression, regression coefficients are independent of change in origin only, but not change in scale. If you are changing the scale of the values, that is the values of variables, then definitely your answer will vary. Only thing is, if you change the origin, then it does not affect that much. The fifth point, and probably the last one, which says that there are chances of nonsense correlation, that is nonsense correlations may come. These nonsense correlations are also known as erratic correlation, that is they just happen because of no reason. Whereas when it comes to regression, there is nothing like nonsense regression. Regression means that there is cause and effect relationship between two variables. But as I've said, correlation, if there is just correlation between two variables, you cannot say that one is both are associated. For example, I'll tell you, if we consider a student who is studying in BBA third semester, and we take last 10 years results of him, annual or final examination results, percentage scored by the person in last 10 years of his academic performance, if we are seeing, and we also take down how many of rainfall happened in London. Okay, the amount of rainfall that happens in London and the percentage scored by this person studying in Belgium, are they related to each other? No, they are not related to each other. There should not be any correlation. But if the values that are given, that is x and y, x is amount of rainfall in London, y is percentage scored by this person, this percentage scored in the last 10 years continuously increasing, say from 35%, 38, 42, 45, 48, 51, 54, 57, 60, 63, 66, this way it is increasing every year. Similarly, rainfall in London also is increasing, say 120 mm, 150 mm, 180 mm, 210 mm, 240 mm, 270 mm, 300 mm, 330 mm, and so on. It is increasing. In both the case, if you find out the correlation between these two variables, then you can find that they are very closely related to each other. But the problem is, it is a nonsense correlation, because there is no association between how much rain falls in London and what is the percentage this person scores in Belgium. Is there any relationship? There hardly exists any relationship between these two coefficients or these two variables. Hence, these type of things, that is correlation coefficients, are considered to be either nonsense correlations or they are erratic correlations. So this is this. So we'll see some formulas which we have seen in previous class also, but we'll just continue with the same thing now. This regression equation of y on x, we have seen y on x means y minus y bar equal to bxy byx multiplied by x minus x bar. Here y on x, y is coming first, all these are y related things. Then we have x minus x bar, x related things. Y is coming first, then x is coming, and y on x, y is coming first here also, and x is coming later here also. So you can see this clearly, b by x, how this is set up, this formula. Similarly, if you want regression equation of x on y, then what is the formula? Be a regression equation of x on y is, here x is coming first, y is coming later, and here x on y. In fact, right. So x is coming first, y is coming later. Now what is this bxy and byx? We have discussed this bxy and byx formulas. So these are the first set of formulas which you have to write down or note it down, so that it becomes easier for you to learn also, and it becomes easier for you to solve the problems also, because you have problems at hand. Similarly, bxy formula is this, only the denominator changes. If you see both the things, the numerator remains the same for bxy and b by x. The denominator only changes. And what is the denominator? Denominator is yx, y is on x, so x is below, so x is below, x on y, so y is below, so y comes below. This way you can just understand there is nothing like this x on y means y is below, or y on x means x is below. Just for understanding sake or remembering sake, you can remember this way. this is one trick to remember this formula and not get confused. There are a lot of similar looking formulas, so that is why you need some trick to remember this. Now correlation coefficient is the geometric mean of two coefficients, that regression coefficients, that is bxy and byx, and hence coefficient correlation can be found out by finding the geometric mean between bxy and byx. So r equal to plus or minus square root of bxy multiplied by byx. On the other hand, if you want to find out the value of bxy, what is bxy? Bxy is nothing but it is equal to r multiplied by sigma x upon sigma y, and byx is nothing but r multiplied by sigma y by sigma x. With this we end today's lecture, and hope you have understood this. Theory notes of this will be sent to you in the group. Also I have sent you an assignment, that is assignment number 1. The submission date for that assignment is 18th November 2020. So on or before 18th November 2020 you have to submit the assignment book written in your yellow that is yellow book. Now also I'll be giving you second assignment. Second assignment will be given to you, and the submission date also for second assignment is 18th November 2020. So both first and second assignment have to be submitted to me on 18th November 2020. The submission, how you have to do, whether it is hard copy, soft copy, I'll let you know. So keep it completed. I'll let you know once we get some instructions from the university. For the time being, keep your QT books also completed. Along with that, I want your assignments also on 18th November. QT books I'll be asking you before 18th November itself, maybe in the first week of November. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can always call me on my contact number. With this we end today's lecture. Hope you understood this.